Hello, everyone, and welcome back. As always, I'm your girl, Candy Washington. So, before we dive into today's episode, which is Kyle Richards planning on sharing all of the receipts against her ex BFF, Dorit Kemsley, during the reunion, this sort of echoes what Dorit did to Kyle last season when she shocked everyone by sharing private text messages between Kyle and herself. Again, when it came to that, I was actually team Kyle because I felt that Kyle's text to Dorit basically was saying, hey, listen, me and you have both agreed to not be 100% honest about the state of our friendship on the show. We both have been faking the funk. I'm just confirming we're still fronting at the reunion. We both have a lot to deal with at the reunion. Well, basically, Kyle was like, I have a lot to deal with at the reunion. I don't want this to be another thing. I think that Dorit then used those text messages because Dorit actually had nothing going on at the reunion other than Garcelle coming for her neck, which she should. But other than being eviscerated by Garcelle, Dorit really had nothing going on at the reunion. But she used these text messages claiming that Kyle was being, quote, manipulative and trying to silence her as her tea, as her storyline, as a way to keep her diamond. So I think that Kyle is now like, well, you shared your receipts, I'm going to share mine, boo boo. So before we dive in, go ahead and like, subscribe, and share. So with that, let's go. So this is according to Reality Blurb. It says the 14th season of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is ongoing, and most agree that this is a standout installment. However, viewers also realize that Kyle Richards seems to be on the outs with many castmates. Recently, The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills OG opened up about being ambushed by the cast, where she stands with Bozoma St. John, and what will be addressed at the reunion. So far, much of the drama on the show this season has been between Kyle and Dorit. However, Kyle said publicly on multiple occasions that the ladies aren't giving her the same grace as they give everyone else. There's also a new report that says Kyle has told friends she's done with the show. Kyle recently held one of her Amazon Live sessions for fans. For the most part, it's an hour of her discussing her favorite products. However, she and her producer also accept questions and comments during the session, and some have to do with the show. One of the first comments regarding the show had to do with Kyle's treatment from the ladies. Kyle said, quote, I definitely felt ambushed this year. I told everybody that I texted PK and Dorit when they announced their separation. No one mentions that the text to PK was from the separation. No one says that I also texted Dorit. She added, intentionally, guys, of course, intentionally, guys, of course, to try to make me look like an a-hole. This is the thing, Kyle. None of the cast members are ambushing you except for Ding Dong Dorit, because Dorit needs to keep that diamond and she's never liked you. She's only ever used you. So, of course, Dorit's coming after you and she wants your husband, okay? But other than that, no one's ambushing you. The other ladies, Sutton and Garcelle and Erica, Jennifer Tilly, let's put Bozoma with Dorit because Bulldog Boz is just up Dorit's butt and it's really super annoying. But I wouldn't bother yourself with Boz at this point. But the other ladies aren't ambushing you. They're just giving you the same energy that you've given everybody else for all of the other seasons. You've been telling everybody you gotta, talk about it. You have to tell the truth. You brought up so many of other people's stuff, what's going on in their lives, their marriages, their backstories, that they're just like, well, you know what? You have to get the same energy that you give all of us. If you want us to be honest, then you need to be honest. If you want us to talk about our marriages, our finances, our scandals, our fraud schemes, whatever the case may be, you need to do that too. So nobody's ambushing you, Kyle. They're just saying, you're no longer going to be this producer puppet. You're no longer going to be the producer pet and get all this, special treatment, special edits. You have to be treated the way the rest of us are. So nobody's ambushing you in that case. However, when it comes to Ding Dong Dorit and Bulldog Boz, I agree. They need to kind of calm down and pipe down. Okay. From there, she then said she happened to be watching an old episode from the season and saw Dorit discussing how Kathy Hilton sent her a message regarding the separation, but Kyle did not. Kyle went on and said, I sent you the text. I have it on my phone, and don't think I won't be sharing my receipts at the reunion. Once again, it was just intentionally to try and make me look bad. So this is why reality television is extremely frustrating sometimes. Later, a viewer mentioned Bose and asked Kyle how she felt about the newbie. She responded, I really like Bose. I know that we had some issues in the show this season, but I really believe it's because she got close to Dorit immediately, and I think that sort of tainted our situation, and I really liked her and didn't know that she thought I was cold, which is weird. Okay, I'm going to call a little bit of BS here. Number one, I don't think that Kyle likes Bose, but at the same time, I don't like Bose either, and I think Kyle has a good reason not to like her. I think that Bose came in, trauma bonded with Dorit. Dorit needed an ally on the show. Bose, I guess, thought she needed an ally too, but she hasn't been open to really getting to know the other ladies. She hasn't been warm. She hasn't been neutral. She's been very biased towards Dorit. So I think that Bose came in hot against all the other ladies and came in just being up Dorit's butt. And if Kyle and Dorit are beefing and Bose just goes after Kyle simply because of that, then if I'm Kyle, I don't like you either. But I think that Kyle is afraid to be honest and say, yeah, I don't like her. And I think that she's being weird for saying that I'm the cold one when she came into a new group of people, not being open to meeting everybody. Because the entire group was open for Bose. They were excited. They wanted to get to know her. They were putting their best foot forward. And she was the one with the stink face and was cold and was just up Dorit's butt all day long. She was the one who came with the standoffish attitude, not the other ladies, not Erica, not Sutton, not Garcelle, not Jennifer, not Kyle. They all were very open to her. She was the one who was closed off and cold to them. But I think Kyle is scared to say, yeah, I don't like her because she was a jerk to me. I think she's scared to say that, but I think that's the truth. So I think her response is a very PR. Oh, I like her. And I was just confused when she was, she got with girl. We all see what's going on. Okay. So I think there's that. Now, when it comes to Kyle saying that Dorit lied about whether or not she texted her, and she kind of, again, and Dorit and Bose both did that this season, weaponizing Kathy against Kyle. Bose went to Kathy's house, who, number one, Bose, you don't even know Kathy Hilton like that, let's be honest, to go into her house and talk poorly about her blood. You trash talked her little sister. You think Kathy Hilton likes that? Look, blood is thicker than water. Kathy and Kyle can beef all day long, but they're sisters. You step into Kathy's home and you badmouth her blood, and you think that's going to get you on Kathy Hilton's good graces, or you think you really did something with that? You look like a damn fool. Sisters can beef all day. But when somebody outside of the blood comes in and tries to beef, girl. Like, I know that there are some toxic families where they will take the side of the outside people, and we all get that. But I'm just talking about this particular situation. I don't think that Kathy Hilton rolls like that. Even though I know Kyle took Lisa Rinna's side against Kathy Hilton in the past, I think that was not so much that Kyle wanted to big up Lisa Rinna. I think that Kyle just was jealous of Kathy and wanted to take Kathy down with their beef. That's a whole different conversation. That's a whole different video. But you get the essence of what I'm saying. Okay. And then all of a sudden, for Dorit to be like, well, Kathy texted me and she was so supportive, but Kyle didn't. Again, you know the history between these sisters and this family, and you're trying to weaponize that against Kyle. Now, I've had my opinion about Kyle in the past and in this video, but in this particular situation, I'm Team Kyle. Don't come at me and my blood and my family trying to weaponize my sister against me when you know the situation. That's foul. Absolutely foul. And I want Kyle to come and bring the receipts. And because I think people forget that Ding Dong Dorit is foul as hell too. She's so foul. It's not even funny. She has been right up there with all of them. She was a part of the Faux Fox 5 to take down Lisa Vanderpump. She was right there with them when they did the Yolanda Munchausen thing, she has been as foul as all of them, calling Sutton an alcoholic, being racially insensitive towards Garcelle. She's been horrible. But she's also been so unremarkable that she just flies under the radar. So it is what it is there. So that's kind of what I feel about that. Okay, let's continue. She continued, another thing that will be addressed at the reunion, I literally went and knocked on her door at Oceanside and went in her room, and I said, I just want you to know how happy I am that you're part of the show. I think you're amazing, Kyle added. We had this whole nice conversation. One of our producers was there, by the way, and heard this whole thing. No, I was the least welcoming. They're coming for me, guys. I think I know where they're coming. I think I know why they're coming for me, but I'll let you come up with your own reasons. Kyle also shared that someone told her she'd be the longest running housewife if she stayed for season 15. According to her, this is true, but do I really care? Yes, Kyle, you care, girl. Stop lying. You have been self-proclaimed queen bee of Beverly Hills forever. Yes, you care. And honestly, Kyle, I think you should come back for season 15, because if coming back for season 15 would make you the longest standing housewife ever, don't let it be Ding Dong Dorit to knock you from your spot. Now, I've had issues with Kyle when it comes to LVP and Kathy and other things and owning it, and like, we all know that. But when it comes to this, stand 10 toes down on business, Kyle. Do not let Ding Dong Dorit and Bulldog Bose be the people to knock you from becoming the longest standing housewife. If you like Kyle or you don't like Kyle, doesn't matter. She has been central anchor person for the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. It is what it is, point blank, period. She was there from day one. The show was supposed to be about her and her sisters. It became the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. She's been there every single season. Like her or not, she's been a staple. It is what it is. It is what it is. Don't let them knock you from your spot when you've come this far. Kyle, come back for season 15. Even if it's your last season, come back. But don't let it be them to knock you, okay? The drama with the cast over the text messages came up again. Kyle explained, these women are like schoolgirls this year. Why are you starting problems over something so dumb? Honestly, the fact that I've been going through this because of a text to someone who announced a divorce is embarrassing. That's why I said I'm embarrassed for all of you. She went on, because they also knew I was struggling so much at the time. I know we're on a TV show, but gosh, be a little compassionate. Kyle also answered a question about Jennifer Tilly. Notably, a report recently claimed that the cast members don't like her. Kyle shot down the rumors by saying not at all. That's not a true story at all. I love Jennifer Tilly. I don't think anyone on the show didn't love her. She's just colorful, bright, and happy. In the end, she called Sutton Stracke and Garcelle pot stirrers. Additionally, Kyle defended Sutton's mother and said she'd had many lengthy conversations with her. Okay, on those notes, number one, I agree with Kyle. I think the whole report about people not liking Jennifer Tilly sounds bizarre and completely made up. Jennifer Tilly, in my opinion, is a delight. She is quirky and cool and fun, and she is paid all day long. Love Jennifer Tilly. I think she's great. I think she's a fun addition to the show. Also, I love how loyal Jennifer is to Sutton. I love that. If you're not going to ride for me the way Jennifer rides for Sutton, I don't want it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And she does it in a way that holds Sutton accountable, but yet she has her back. I think that's a beautiful, beautiful type of friendship. Number two, about the text messaging PK, I kind of agree on that one. Like, let the mouse go. I don't think it's that big of a deal that Kyle is texting PK. I think everybody's in their little trauma and doing whatever, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. Given the context of the rumors of Mauricio and Dorit having an affair, I think it would be weird if Kyle and PK weren't in communication over that. See what I'm saying? So that's kind of where I land on that one. And Sutton and Garcelle being pot stirrers, yeah, they're doing their job. They are keeping their diamonds. They're keeping the show flowing. They're asking the questions that we want answers to. They're doing their jobs. So as always, I want to know what you guys think. What do you think about the girls this season? Are you looking forward to the reunion? Should Kyle come back to the show for season 15? What do you think about Ding Dong Dorit and Bulldog Bose and everything else going on? So as always, be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Bye.